I think one position that I think we have seen some bright spots with outside the offensive line is the wide receiver room,
Yeah.
especially Xavier Townsend and Chase Soul. Those two, what Mauser in his press conference says, they basically look like they've been there since day one. They don't look like brand new components to the team. They don't look like transfers coming in learning a new offense for the first time. They are mentioned great work ethic, a lot of good habits for the wide receiver room. This is one of the strongest strong receiver rooms that Mauser's had during his time at Iowa State, and that's over 10 years. That includes the likes of Alan Lazar, Hakeem Butler, Deshaunte Jones, Matthew Eden, Deshaunte Jones, to name a few. So that's a Xavier Hutchinson. So that's quite a loaded receiver to talk about. And just the fact that this is one of the stronger ones just shows the progress that has been made for Iowa State in the last 10 or so years.
Right, and I mean it shows the testament of how good a evaluator of talent that Noah Polley is. Noah Polley is an elite evaluator of talent at the receiver position. Really, just to the fact of we have changed our philosophy on the type of wide receiver that we get. We used to always get like a tall guy. I think that's because we were trying to find someone with the ilk of Hakeem Butler. But Hakeem Butler is a freak at that size, and I mean, luckily with the if you guys tune in, I believe we did a recruiting thing, a recruiting show about the wide receivers coming in on the 2026 class a week ago. I mean, those guys are going to be freaks coming in for next year's class, and really with that, and like I feel like with that report from Mauser, I think that should definitely ease the worries of the fan base. You know, about hey, we might struggle at receiver, but if he's saying that they're acting like they've been there since day one and like acting like they really haven't had any struggles, that really encouraged me coming going into the week zero game.
Yeah, and then mentioned week zero. Mauser mentioned that it can't be a mind game. The game plan for a week 0/1 opponent, and mentions about putting players in a position to succeed. And this is also this includes communication. It's going to be huge. Granted, this is going to be a neutral site field, but still, I think it's going to be very important for the team because we know as the season goes on, there are going to be some very difficult road environments that Iowa State's going to have to take on. But talk about the likes of Colorado and TCU. Those are two places that I think are going to be pretty difficult road trip for them. And obviously on the neutral site. So I think the communication is going to be key. They understand how loud the atmosphere is going to be. They know that they're not going to be one of those teams that's going to be like kind of the hunted, because for the longest time, Iowa State had always been the hunter. But now they're going to see what it's like to be on the other side of it. And we'll just have to see how these guys prepare for something of that nature, and the preparation, the maturation of these players.
No, I completely agree. And let's talk about some of the other guys in the receiving room. Miser also said that Brett Eskelson and Dom Overby are coming along very well. I believe there was a clip on the football page with with Rocco Beck throwing a beautiful ball to Dom Overby. So you can really see that they're having some chemistry coming along with them. Looks like we lost Cody for a bit. We're gonna try to get him back in. Okay, there he is. Did you get any of that?
I think I caught like part of it where you were mentioning just the connection that Dom Overby and Rocco have. Kind of lost towards the end of it, but I think I've got the big picture of it, and I think it's amazing to see just the Dom Overby, and I really think he'd be a great third option. And we also and even Daniel Jackson. I mean, the guy's been dealing with injuries all year. We're looking to see what he can do with a full healthy year. We're hoping that he does finally get that full year just being healthy and being able to contribute in a significant way.
Do you think, Cody, that he can be the X factor in this offense?
I think yes. If there's if obviously Townsend and Sowell are obviously not having the best of games, I think a guy like Jackson, who has with all of his years being on the team, can provide a way, provide an option for Rocco to go to when Townsend and or Sowell aren't exactly having the best of games.